how much wood could Megan the Trainer chop if her ultimate sandbag could chop wood? I guess that would depend on the quality of her lift and chop. So, our today's episode of Megan's Movement Minute, joined by yours truly, Megan the Trainer. I'm here in my humble abode in the backyard. So I'm going to be talking about lifts and chops today and how they are a common core movement that we do, especially at Fitness Lying Down with our ultimate sandbag. So when most people think of core training, they think of like sit-ups and training kind of this rectus abdominis and looking for the six-pack. But realistically, your core is anywhere between your shoulders and your hips. So it's all of this extra musculature. And so when we do our core training, we want to stabilize our spines. That way our arms and our legs and our appendages can move about and do so safely. So the lifts and chops with the ultimate sandbag kind of perfectly encompasses that theme of stabilizing our core so that way we can have mobility in our legs and in our arms. So to begin, I'm going to grab onto the outside handles and I'm going to pull the handles apart. So again, this is where I get that upper body connection. So from here, I'm going to plug my feet into the ground. So although my feet aren't actually moving and I'm not picking up my legs just yet anyway, and I have a lot of intent in my feet as I'm gripping the ground. So a lot of tension already created. So I pull the sandbag apart. I'm going to lift the bag up, keeping my arms nice and straight, keeping tension on the handles, and then I'm going to slowly chop the bag back down. So these can be used, lift and chops, in warm-ups. They can be used in cool downs as kind of a nice stretch, but then again, mainly for core training. So again, as I'm moving the bag, my core is staying nice and still. So we can do these standing. We can play around with different feet positions, so we can drop it into a sprinter stance, or we can even go all the way down onto the ground. So, for example, we can do some hip bridges. So again, the intent with my feet, I'm plugging them into the ground. I think you can see me. Pulling the handles apart on the sandbag, and now as I lift the bag up, I push the floor away, push the earth away, and then chop down. Now we can also turn this into dead bugs. So then where our feet are off of the floor, get tension in the handles. Now we can move the legs again while keeping the core nice and secure. So I'd say that my lifts and chops are pretty nice. So I think there is no limit on how much wood my ultimate sandbag could chop if it could chop wood.